Hey everybody.
Hi guys.
I have my most favorite special guest on today. And Kim, just so you know, the hardest part about this is we're supposed to look here.
I know I don't like that.
When I have guests on, I'm looking downwards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
But my most favorite special guest, guys, it's my wife. And it's not normal that I have my video showing the whole widescreen, so you get to see how I block my window from having a glare. You get to see all the fun stuff.
It's very fancy up in this orange palace.
Yeah, so today, what are we calling today? I think I have, the title is Random Musings with Kim. Random Saturday Musings with Kim.
There you go.
And it's my half birthday.
Yeah, who told you this?
Perfect Keto sent me an email and said, happy half birthday. And I thought, what? And then Lorianne chimed in like she always does. I'm so grateful
Lorianne.
for her. Yeah, she's the best. So
let's talk about your half birthday.
So it's my half birthday, guys. I didn't even know. I'm 35 and a half.
Mm-hmm. So I told him, oh, that means you'll be 36 in 6 months when we walked in the house, and he just yelled, shut up. So I don't know how excited he really is for his half birthday.
So guys, for us on a Saturday where it's super nice out, it's already 12:50. We would normally crack a drink anytime between 10 and 1 would be when we start, and then we finish up real early.
I don't know if we've really ever started at 10.
It's barely actually at 10, but that's like our goal. But we get stuff done before 10, like before we actually start.
Yeah.
But we love to drink before noon, which some would call us alcoholics. Others would say, hey, you're just worried about your sleep and having better sleep at night. So
right.
Are you really live? Yes, we are, Copter Bob.
Yes, we are.
Best friend, Copter Bob. We're like a 20-second delay. We from what you guys see and what we're doing. So not technically live, but
as live as we can be.
So today I'm drinking one of my favorite ciders. It is Fido.
Oh, that is pretty clear.
Yeah, from Blake's Hard Cider. It's a really cool bottle. It's a hard cider. I'm trying to think where they make it. It's apple cider, grapefruit peel, raspberry, Michigan Chinook hops, Cascade hops, and Michigan beet sugar. It's not the lowest in sugars, but it's like 9 grams of sugar, which for a cider is not too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a cider, actually.
Crafted with passion for our veterans and four-legged friends. So I dig this. This is like one of my favorites. And Kim, and this is from Michigan, Armada, Michigan. So
and then we found at Giant Eagle Market District. This is what I've been digging lately. So you got it
right there, Southern Tier. Which I think this might be the same as Southern Tier beer. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's a cider. It's rosé hibiscus. I typically don't like any kind of rosé, but this is very good.
Lorianne, you and the details. Come on.
Whoopsie.
and then our favorite glasses that we use now. It's from Crafted Meadery, Artisan Meadery out in where at in Ohio?
I can't remember. It was like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, but I love their logo. It's just so basic and crisp and clean, just like this cider that isn't from them. So, and guys, just so you know, the reason I'm wearing a tank top today is because we have tons of sun here in the Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area, but also because I just worked out real hard and I'm feeling jacked. So.
He just could not wait to do that. And make the noise too. Well, wait, let's cheers to your half birthday.
Cheers to my half birthday.
Cheers to,
I love you.
Almost.
I'm really grateful that you work from home now.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to last forever, but
it's not going to last forever.
But this is giving us the opportunity. This is a dream and a goal of ours that she gets to work from home more often.
Yeah.
And this terrible situation is now a huge blessing that she now gets to work from home.
Yeah.
It takes an hour off of her day. From commute.
I get to sleep in longer. I have less of a commute.
Guys, her
working
health
for the same period of time.
She's pretty darn healthy, and her health is like through the roof.
Yeah, my sleep is better. My HRV score is better. A lot of things are better. So
you should stick to your green tea. It's much better for you. If
Lord, I think that's a healthier decision.
If anybody tries to tell you that alcohol is healthy for you, they're lying. And they're delusional.
We understand that.
I think it's healthy in different ways. I think it's healthy in a glass or two, calms the nerves, dilates the blood, the blood vessels in a different way, helps blood flow a little bit. It's great for a romantic night. It's great for just easing some social awkwardness. It's great for a lot of things.
We've had really
stress reduction.
In-depth emotional conversations.
Wow, with like 2 drinks.
Not even a lot.
We just get so in depth, and it's so much fun.
It's kind of weird, actually.
Jared Rogers says, hello, sup, Bruces. We love you, Jared.
Shout out to Jared, who is a police officer.
Yeah.
And all the police officers and nurses and first responders and all that. I mean, you guys, I mean, for me, there's lots of benefits right now, but there's a lot of people who are not feeling that. So we appreciate you.
And this guy, let's see. Clearly, Jared would be the fella in this picture, not the lady.
Eli? Not the baby.
Not the baby. And then Copter Bob's having a jerky making day. I love that. Copter Bob makes some mean jerky, from what I understand. So
that's cool.
Yeah. If you guys have any computer needs or photography, aerial photography needs, he's your guy. Like networking, big time networking, down to small networks for small businesses and even houses. So I love spreading the joy and love of all my friends. And Lorianne, by the way, Lorianne does, is it LuLaRoe? One of the clothing ones.
Maybe she can tell us.
Is it LuLaRoe, Lorianne? But not only that, her husband does house and business cleaning. He much prefers the business stuff. And then
like handyman
he
stuff,
does
right?
handyman work as well. And they're terrific. Everybody I know that's used them loves them. So
we may have some handyman work coming up.
Yeah. That's true. We bought a lot of tile for real cheap.
I don't know that's really handyman work, but
it might be.
It could be.
And speaking of tile, the person we bought a lot of tile, probably like $2,200 worth of tile, our friend James is like the deal seeker.
Jam Brock. James is how I like to call him. James.
He is literally one of the best men I know on this planet. As soon as I start talking to him this way, he's super outgoing. He loves to have people around and just share his love with everybody and share, be the hospitable guy and do all these things. And so this is killing him right now, this whole situation. But
it makes him feel very awkward.
When I talk like this to him, he just looks away. He just starts walking away. And he's not like that at all. So it's like my absolute favorite thing. Not only do I like to compliment people and really tell them how much I care about them and how much they mean to me, it's even better when they get squeamish and it's someone you wouldn't expect to get squeamish. So today is James's birthday. I'm assuming.
I think so tomorrow.
I'm sorry. Tomorrow's James's birthday.
Okay.
I'm assuming he turns 35.
Yeah, I think he's younger than you.
Yeah. I'm almost too old for my grade. My grade, you still think of everything as high school, right?
I was going to say, how long has it been? But anyways.
Yeah, Lorianne said LuLaRoe, and it's Maisie's Boutique is the name of her company.
Cool.
Oh, Jared,
there you go, Jared.
Jared posted Jam Brock Construction. That's James's construction outfit.
Yeah, so
Jam Brock Construction. If you're looking for a social distanced man to work on things in the house that isn't Lorianne's husband, James does some pretty serious like remodels and things. So he's great at that, and he's off work right now. So which means he's working a lot at home.
Yeah, he's got a big project. But anyways, happy birthday, Jam Brock.
Happy birthday, Jam Brock.
That's exciting. We'll drink remotely.
Cheers to Jam Brock.
Jam Brock.
Yeah.
Yay. And Jared and everybody on here. Jared, are you off today? Or are you just, cruising in your patrol car watching the Bruces?
While he's answering, what else do we want to talk about? Oh, so you being off work. I love this. Not off work. You working from home.
I'm working from home, yes.
So instead of just like once or twice throughout the night, Kim going, hey, Mike, can you just shut up for 1 second? I'm trying to do something and I need my brain. Now it's like 8 or 9 times throughout the day. And I love it.
You like that? Yeah.
It's working. It's fun. It's cutting in and out. But we'll make this quicker because we want to get outside. I want to mow the grass, which I did yesterday. But
that's fun.
Back to how you're
from home, kicking you out.
But I've really been enjoying just you being here because like I like to eat breakfast like 8 or like 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever.
Yeah.
We have breakfast together. We go out first thing in the morning and have a coffee in the sunshine or in the cold with our bare feet on the ground.
Yep.
And then randomly, she just comes wherever I am and says, hey, Mike, I got 5 minutes. Let's do a body weight workout.
Yeah, so I've been digging that. I have really struggled with working out. I mean, like
she works long days, guys. Yeah.
So
long days, sitting on her butt.
getting home at 6:30 and, you know, going to bed at 10, it's not what you want to do to spend your time on. I mean, I know I should be, but anyways, so now that I've been home, I literally just set a timer now today was 12 minutes. I'm working my way up,
Yikes.
but literally just doing body weight squats. We had a little, like a fast forward video, any kind of motion just to keep moving for that whole time. And today I was like, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Like,
oh yeah. When you go, it's one thing going 5 minutes straight really affects you, but going 10, I don't go 10. And so I did while she was doing her workout, I went in the basement and used heavy weights, but I did a different than normal workout. I normally have very heavy weights with short 60-second breaks for about 8 minutes, and then I jump on and do another 10 minutes with lighter weights and smaller movements. And Lorianne does a 5-mile bike ride. That's awesome.
You know what? I was just thinking we should get our bikes out.
Yeah. But so today I switched it up and I did my heavy and my light stuff all in one round. So I did 3 rounds of it, and holy cow. When I come upstairs, I'm like, Kim, you have to rub my arms. You have to take care of my chest. It's like just all of it's just solid. It hurts.
He's usually like screaming and grunting and rub my arms.
Speaking of when I'm in the basement, if I am working out and she's home for work,
oh yeah, that's fun.
She shuts the door, and I try really hard not to make noises. Copter Bob says it's kayak season. Literally, if you're watching this, and if you're within driving distance to any Raccoon State Park or any of the parks
open? I don't know how that.
Yeah, the parks are still open.
Okay.
Copter Bob has several kayaks, and he will literally bring a kayak out. He just loves getting out on the water and
I haven't kayaked in a long time.
Yeah,
fun
the Beaver Creek and stuff like that, Beaver River. It's terrific. So cool. So I've been crazy digging Kim being home, and like I said, this literally has been a dream come true for us. This is something we always talk about and always figure out how can we get this. How can we change the culture at your place of employment to get this to start happening? And
I mean, it's not going to be forever, and I know that realistically, but it's just kind of nice to have more time at home.
Yeah, but now the systems are in place for the workforce,
right?
So now this could be part of the benefits package. Like, hey, I don't want that extra 1 week of vacation, which you're kind of maxed out anyways, huh?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe
not necessarily.
I'll take the extra week of vacation actually, but now it's like, hey, maybe cut my.
Well,
something.
I think it gives companies an opportunity to think about different ways of rewarding people or different benefits, things like that. So I think overall it's good discussion for people.
For sure. So moving on, because we do want to get outside and mow and get back in the sunshine. I was going to do this outside, but it's just easier here on my desktop. I don't know how many of you guys are getting care packages from people. I have a friend, he goes by the name Boston Jimmy. We met him in Ireland last year on the same trip that we met our great friends from Germany.
So it was 2018.
2018, 2 years ago. So I sat down next to him, and anybody that knows me knows I like cigars, and they're not like an everyday thing. They're a couple times a month. I sat down next to a guy and I was like, man, I can just never find cigars on vacation. And he was an American guy, and he goes, yeah, I used to feel your pain. And as I'm talking, his wife just gets up. A couple minutes later, we're talking. He just puts his business card down. She sits back down with a whole box of cigars.
A whole case of like travel case of cigars.
And so we've been friends ever since. And he lives in Florida, and we just chat over Facebook Messenger. And so he sent me a care package of cigars. And it turns out he's done
that before too.
He
Very
has.
kind.
He
Very
has.
kind.
So James Vita is a cigar reviewer, and his website is stogiepress.com. Like, talk about the perfect name.
Yeah.
It cracks me up because the guys that I make friends with, we're not always on the same page with politics and religion and things. But if you have something you're passionate about, you're friends, period. Yep. If you let those other things get in the way of your friendship, that's dumb. Just that simple. You're being an idiot. Be friends. Be passionate about that one thing that you guys have in common. And we have more than that in common. We love good food. We love traveling, all these things. So was there anything else on there? I didn't see. Okay.
Keep going.
Well, you cut it out, and I was just about to look at it. So we have a little notepad sitting up on the screen. That's what I was talking about.
See if there was any comments. The comments.
So
care packages.
Yeah. I thank you, Jimmy, for the care package. That's super cool. And one of my favorite things to do with cigars, I get like 3 or 4 cigars a month, but I like to smoke a cigar with a friend. It's a great time for you to sit down for an hour and a half. I am in no way in belief that a cigar is healthy for me in terms of physical health. But in terms of mental health, I fully believe that a cigar brings two guys together, guy, girl, whoever wants to smoke it, brings two people together, makes them sit down and just concentrate on the person they're across from and the cigar. Because there's kind of a zen to smoking a cigar. So and
you have Cigar Dates.
You
did this before all of the, quarantining recommendations, right? But you do it over WhatsApp or
it all depends. We used Skype the other day, but my buddy from Germany, Thomas, we had a cigar date the other day, last Saturday. 3 hours just chatting about what's going on, smoking a cigar, having a drink or two.
His wife got on, and then I got on.
So these are people we love to see and we don't get to visit. So it's really fun.
It is cool.
And then I'm introducing him to one of my best friends that's going to be going to Germany soon. So he jumped on just yesterday and we chatted again.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right, what else do we have?
Thanks for the care packages, and think about your friends that do kind of have those little passions, but might not get to have them right now. And if you have extra, send it out. So, which is why I like when people do come over, I have extra cigars. So I like to get 2 of each when I buy one.
Yeah, we don't per se mail things out, but we try to.
When people come over, we share big time.
Yeah.
So that's the price to play with me is if you want my stuff, you got to come hang with me, which right now is tough. But some future, if you've hung around this long, some future interviews that I have lined up. So Monday, most likely the pastor that married us is coming on. He was the guy that taught us all about communication.
Mm-hmm. And hey, it's almost our 10-year anniversary.
That's what I told him.
So it's
really
cool,
close to our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And he probably had a bigger effect in our marriage than any other person I can think of when I really get down to it. I mean, he did our marital counseling.
Yeah.
And we both throughout those several visits were at one point breaking down crying. It was more me than her most of the time.
It was a lot. It was emotional.
And he has this magical ability to take, you say something and you swear there's no other way to describe it. It's the best possible way of saying it. And she takes offense to it. And then he says the exact same thing that I just said, but he just tweaks it. And he somehow pulled things out of the atmosphere. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's exactly what I meant.
A little more sensitive.
Probably. Oh, well, but what 25-year-old knows how to say a word, right?
Yeah, right.
So, and he was able to take these things out of my head and just put it out there. And she went from angry at me to kissing me, crying, so happy, and kissing me. That's a special gift from God.
I mean, did it really happen that way?
I'm pretty sure. I know you went from being angry at me for saying something, and he was like, no, Mike, Kim, this is what he means.
Okay.
And you were crying in joy.
Yeah, I was crying. I wasn't sure about
we kissed.
all the kissing.
Well, not like gross.
Not like a passionate.
Not like mom and dad kissing. That's gross.
Oh, man. But that'd be cool. And it's just kind of neat that it is coinciding with that time.
Yeah. On Friday, hopefully we have one of our favorite restaurants, Biba, down in Beaver, PA, Jason Benegassi. We want him to come on and just tell everybody how you can help support local businesses, which, by the way, as a country, we are doing a tremendous job with most of our local businesses. Yeah,
I know. As a community, at least for sure. I don't know. I'm sure that our
local restaurants, some of them are selling out, where they can't keep the doors open past 7, 5 to 7. They're selling out all the food. So
that's just incredible.
So keep it up. But cool. We want to have him on just to talk about other ways that you can support. And then on the 15th, one of my favorite guys in the carnivore community, that would be the eat animal products only for health reasons. Which we're probably not even going to go into that, because this guy, you could hear him anywhere talking about that. He is such an interesting guy from finances and Bitcoin and different stock investments to just bettering yourself. He has a photo of drawing the first day of the year to the drawing 360 days later. It is unbelievable. So he challenges himself every year to something new like this. And it's so cool to see.
That's cool.
But he's just a cool guy, Dr. Kevin Stock. And, I just reached out to him and he said, yeah, let's do this. So cool. That'll be the 15th. And I hope to get everybody from friends that have children to I don't know. I have plans for some of our favorite bands, one of our favorite bands to come on. I hope that happens very soon. That's cool. So that you can see how to support them. And
Yeah, and I'm going to work on an adult paint by number.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Stay tuned.
Oh, paint by number. Like, that's a legit thing.
Yeah, I mean, they look incredible. I don't know what it's really going to look like, but I'm excited.
Who cares?
I'm excited for it.
Well, everybody, it's time to mow my front yard. I mowed my backyard yesterday. Hey, Rachel. So Rachel Birchler is one of those moms that I want to have on right now. So Rachel, you let me know when you want to jump on for 20 minutes and talk about what life is like with the kids at home.
That's the thing. We're like, oh, this is great. It's so nice.
It's a honeymoon.
This is okay. If you have children, God bless you all. I really can't imagine at this point in time trying to do it all.
Look how cute she is.
So cute.
Not cute. She's pretty and cute. Like she's gorgeous and cute, right? Yeah.
Rachel. So like, if you ever watched Happy Endings, we would say you're so cute.
So cute.
So cute.
So.
But anyways. Okay.
Alrighty.
I think that's it for us.
Aw, she's always laughing. She's the best. And Rachel, are you having a whiskey with us right now? So Rach, we're drinking hard cider right now.
Yeah.
We started a little late in the day, but
wait, I think it's also worth noting that in addition to her 4 children, she also has a foreign exchange student who can't go home.
Supposed to go home, I think, by now, and was not able to.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things happening at the Birchler household.
Yeah. And then her husband is Pete, who I had on last week. So my one of my best buds, Pete. I have a lot of best friends.
The one who fixed his toe.
Yeah. The best toe story ever. To be honest, like, I've gone years of my life without even having somebody to call a best friend, and to be able to have like 5 best friends, that's awesome. Like one best friend in a lifetime is a blessing, right? Like anybody who's had a best friend is just gotta agree with me. To have like 5 all at once, it's overwhelmingly awesome. And yeah, Rachel. Yay. Rachel, one of the things we have that we are passionate about with Rachel is we all like whiskey.
An Irish whiskey.
But Rachel can't handle near as much whiskey as Kim and I.
I have a really good ability. Well, I shouldn't say that. Not at the Wood Brothers concert. However, certain times I can handle my whiskeys and scotches.
All right, guys. So happy half birthday to me.
Yay. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to James tomorrow.
Happy birthday, James.
And happy quarantine to everybody. Just keep sharing, keep showing love to your neighbors. Keep showing love to all those in need. If you can drop off supplies at someone's house, do it. Whatever it takes. If somebody's out of their toilet paper, man up. Drop some toilet paper off. We all got showers. We can wipe and jump in the shower, right? So
not ideal, but it can work.
But yeah, so that's today. I think a little bit later, you're gonna wash the dog, give the dog a bath, and I have about 12 gallons of mead that I'm making. It just happened to be like a new hobby, a return to an old hobby during quarantine. So holy cow!
Well, it was prior,
but then quarantine happened, and I was like, just make a bunch. So if you guys have any kegerators, 1 gallon buckets or bottles. You
sounded so Pittsburgh when you said
kegerators. If you guys have any kegerators. Oh my God. Did I say you guys?
Twitching.
Did I say it?
Oh gosh.
This isn't even Pittsburgh now. It's just dirty.
What is it? I don't know what that accent is. What is it, honestly? It's like Minnesota mixed with
it's my co-host Amy mixed with Pittsburgh.
All right, so we've been trying to end this for like 5 minutes, so let's wrap it up.
Story of our life.
Wrap it up.
Love you guys.
All right, see you guys
later, Gators. We tricked you. I have to hit end broadcast.
Just kidding.
This is my first time, right?
Peace out.
Later.